Hi everybody, my name is Baba Adam. My company is Universal Love Jewelry, and the website is the letter U, lovejewelry.com. Today I'm going to give a class on cowrie shells, how to wrap cowrie shells and how to make a pendant and possibly a pair of earrings. I don't know if I have enough time, but I think I will. I think I do. So first I want to introduce these tools that's in front of you. The first tool is the most important tool to do wire wrapping, at least for me, and that is this round nose pliers with a cutting edge. And this cutting edge is important because you could cut wire. You can cut wire and you could make wire round with the round nose. It's a very important tool. I had this tool made in Germany, and I got this tool made and not made, I bought it. I bought it from a jewelry store a long time ago. It's made in Germany. 1975 I had this tool. It's almost as old as me, quite as kept. Okay, and the next tool would be, this is I call this a flat plier, and this has got a flat, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a flat edge on it, and it's a very nice tool. Next one is, most people know about this one, this is a snip. This also cuts wire. See? This is a more sharper cut. It's a very important tool. And the next tool, last but not least, is a file. This is a half round file, and a file is absolutely necessary at dealing with wire. A lot of people don't use it, unfortunately, but it's absolutely necessary. Okay, this is 20 gauge soft copper wire. Wire comes in 3 grades. It's soft, half hard, and hard. When working with wire, with earrings especially, it's always good to get soft wire. And this is 16 gauge copper soft wire. And this is like, at least for me, this is like standard. And as you probably noticed, this wire is much thinner. Okay, so these are cowrie shells. Some people say that they use this for money in Nigeria once upon a time. It's very nice, and sometimes they call this shell a woman. I don't want to get too deep into the reason, but you could use your own imagination. Now, this is normally how the shell comes from out of the sea, and what we're going to do is we want to take this back off, because when you take the back off, it's easier to work with the things that I'm going to do. And how you usually take the back off, you start a file and you cut a little point like that with a file. Then you could take something, a knife or anything with a point, and you stick it in the back. When you stick it in the back, this piece pops off. See, it pops off and it looks like that. That comes off. Now, when this piece is off, it's much easier to work with in terms of wrapping this cowrie shell into whatever it is that you want. And in my case, I'm going to use a pendant. And this one here just broke off evenly, nicely. That's not the norm. The norm is that it breaks off, you know, with ragged edges. And when it has the ragged edges, you have to take your file and file it down smooth. So it's a nice smooth surface. And the ideal tool to use for this is a grinding wheel. This works perfect for grinding on a grinding wheel. And when you're using a grinding wheel, these are nice, smooth, flat surface. See, that's very nice. But you could do the same thing with a file. It just takes a lot longer. Okay? So this is like the ragged edges usually happens when you break the back off. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do first I'm going to make a pendant out of using this 16 gauge wire. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put it right here in the center. Now 16 gauge will work out nice for a pendant. I want to show you how I want to just sit it right here in the middle. See how it's in the middle, right in the center there? And then I'm going to take the back and I'm going to bend the back up here, and then I'm going to wrap the back. When I push this in here, I'm going to wrap this here wire, if I can get it to stay still, just for me. And this wire here, doing this in the 16 gauge, it's a little difficult to do. You might, if you had a little thinner gauge, it would work out better. But in the long run, this here works out perfect, really, once you get used to the thickness of the wire. Now I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to round this here out like this until it's about right here. Then I'm going to bring this out. And nope, it fell out. Okay, we could put it right back in. What goes in, what goes out, must go back in, I think. Yeah, it will. I think. Yeah, come on. If it came out, it has to go back. Okay, there we go. Okay, now, just to stop that from ever doing that again, what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my flat pliers, I'm going to turn this here over, and I'm going to, once I get it in both in the groove, I'm going to take this plier and I'm going to bend this like that. When I bend this, now it's in here, see it's in the joint here tightly, but I want to bend it just a little more so I make sure that it never comes out again. Okay, it's in there very tight and very strong. You see that? It's nice, real simple, easy to do once you know how, like most things. So I could take my snip and I could cut this piece right here, even here, and make a pendant if I so choose. But I don't want to do that. I'm going to cut it about right here. See, now, you notice that with my fingers, I always hold on to the wire so the wire don't break loose and fall into somebody's eye or something like that. So you always hold the other side. Then I'm going to take my file and I'm going to round the edges off. Around both edges off. Okay, now I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to make this loop. And once you get used to this loop, it goes into a lot of things that I do with wire, and everything works basically on the same principle. Okay, you see that loop right there? I want to make that loop there, right? That's one. one loop, and then I'm going to take this loop, stick my pliers in the hole there, and I'm going to go round, round, and round. Until I get something like this. Okay, this is the front, this is the front. See, that looks very nice. And this is the back, right? Now, if I wanted to make this a pendant, I could just put it right here, and I go 1, 2, come back is 3. Okay, I want to make that a little nicer. That's it. Now, what do we have here? We have a pendant. This is a pendant. You could put your string through the hole here, or you could put a chain here, and that's it. Very nice, cowrie shell. Some people call it good fortune, but it's nice, very nice. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to sit that right here.